right, we're off and running. Today's date is Friday, January 26, 2024. Great big good morning to everybody. Hungry. That's the word that comes to mind, hungry. And that's what the bulls are. The bulls are just simply hungry. Look at us come up today, this morning here, pre-market. Look at the trend. Look how the whole, just take a look at this. What is this date here from 1027, this low right here. Look how the market has just been phenomenal. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Here's that 1027 area. Look how the weekly chart has just ran up. Had a little bit of a pullback, and here we're moving up higher. It was just I don't know, maybe a month ago, one of the members here in the room said that SPY's going to 500, and I think a lot of people kind of raised an eyebrow. I got to tell you, it looks to me like it's going to happen. Now, what happens when we get there, who knows? But man, the bulls are hungry. That's the word. I'm going to go with hungry. So an easy way to trade is to simply follow the trend. Let's stick with that. You guys all know that, all those other numbers out there, it's really kind of comical how a number is posted out there, one of the Thursday or Friday numbers, something. A number is posted and it should make the market do this, and it doesn't. So, all the talking heads, all the people that's supposed to know, they flip it around and make it an excuse that well, this is why we're going up. There's always an excuse for something. And it keeps retail traders in kind of the dark. And I think that's part of the point. Wall Street would like retail traders to stay in the dark. But if you ever want to come out of the dark and be a leader in what you do, just follow the trend. Follow price and just follow the trend. Don't worry about what anything else is, does, or anyone says. Just follow the trend. Neat thing about candlesticks, it will give you a warning sign. It will also give you a little bit of confirmation. And those are flesh wounds. Those are not kill shots. Those are flesh wounds. I guess it would be a kill shot if you didn't pay attention to the flesh wound. Let's say let's take this candle right here. If we would have had follow through, that might start to become a little bit more than a flesh wound. If you have follow through and you're still bullish, well, you know what? You might be. I hope you've got your affairs taken care of. These are kill shots. Candlesticks point out what everybody else is thinking. If we start breaking down or breaking above trend as well, bullish, that's a sign that the other team is taking over. For instance, this is a bullish team that's got it now. You'll know the bearish team takes it over when you get those candles, the price action that says they're taking over, and they break trend. The only thing you've got to do is you've got to know what your trend is. That's all you have to do, and that's not hard to do. We give it to everybody right here, or at least we give you a starting point. You can certainly massage that or adjust it to your liking. But this is an absolutely wonderful starting point. So anyway, the bulls are hungry. They are just flat hungry. Let's take a look at a few charts here. Let's look at C. I think Citigroup is still looking pretty good. Anytime we have a trend and a little dip, now this dip went below the trend indicator and we immediately came right back up. And you can see the green dots, that's giving us our trend. You can see the flat trading right through here. That is what we think is opportunity, is when you have a little rally, getting back in trend. Because see, we're in bear trend now. Here we're getting back in bull trend. So we get back into the bull trend, and then we have this little rest in here. This is a terrific entry area. This is what we call a 3/8 trap area. This is what Doug will be teaching next week on the 31st, is the whole trend, the entry with the 3/8 trap, how to maintain it, how to stay in it, how to get out of it, things like that. So City is one of those. MU is also looking good. Look how MU has popped up. We got out of trend, or maybe what I would call chop through here, and then we popped up, and now we're resting. See how we're set up here for that next rally up. We're close to trend. We're close to the bottom of the trend. That makes for a pretty good risk reward. So we can do something like this here, risk, and we'll say an entry in there. So there's risk and there's reward. Now you can go in here and, if you're one of those people that need to know, are we 3-to-1 risk ratio? I'm a third grader. I want pictures and colors. So that certainly looks like 3-to-1 to me, or maybe even more. But there's risk reward on that. DocuSign here. Look how that has popped up, and we're moving sideways now. Also, take a look at the weekly. And when you see that weekly trending, that gives you the confidence that it's got some power behind it. I mean, this has been going and going and going and going. And the idea that, well, it's up too high, it can't go any higher, man, I'll tell you, more people have lost more money thinking that than you can shake a stick at. That means there's power in there, is what that means. So there's buyers. That's what we want. We want bulls in there. And here we go. I mean, that's a great looking chart. A choice for entry. There could be a couple places where people might want to enter, and a lot of that depends on you as a trader, your individual likes or dislikes, or your individual risk and reward. For instance, right through there is an entry. For other folks, maybe the breakout is the entry. There is nothing wrong with any of those entries. Those are absolutely perfect. And there was a lot of years I never traded the breakout side of things, and I lost a lot of money. We have to remember that this is not the trade you're after. That is not the trade. You may buy it down here, but that is not the trade that's going to make you. That's not the trade that's going to satisfy the money side of you. That's not it. Oh, sure, you're going to win. You're going to win some. You may win a ton, but it's not going to solve your wants as far as growth goes, or the amount of money. It's the trade that has the follow through. That's what you want. That's a swing trade. We swing up like this right here. Swing. That's a swing trade. This is just a and sometimes we have to get out of those. Sometimes we get a candle up here that says, hey, we better back out. But on a bullish, hungry market, you get a lot of charts that move up. Disney. I'm thinking about getting back into Disney here. And right now, I'm looking at Disney coming back up into the 100 area up here. So Disney, we made goodles of money through here on Disney. I'm looking at doing that again. So Disney may be a buy today for me. CAG. CAG is still looking pretty good. Chart is still working. A little bit of a pullback yesterday, hit one of our targets and pulled back. This morning, we're putting an inside day in the top end of the candle. That still looks like it has more room. There's no candle here. There's no price action that says we need to be fearful of this chart. and we are in trend. Let me get rid of all that. There you go. Clean that up. Look at that. And here we've got this nice double bottom here. We've got this chart that, whoa, I got the wrong thing there. Hold on. There we go. We've got this chart that broke out. There we go. Now we're rocking. And there is nothing about this price action. I know, we look at this and say, oh, well, there's resistance up there. Thank God the stock market has broken resistance from time to time, or we wouldn't have a stock market. Think of it that way, okay? Don't ever be afraid of resistance. Be very afraid of price action if it tells you it's failing. But don't ever be afraid of resistance. Resistance is just a speed bump. Seriously, think about what I just said there. Thank goodness that stocks break resistance and move above. Think about that. Or they would never, ever, ever, we just wouldn't have a stock market. All right? Is this not resistance right here? Thank goodness. Yeah. Is this not resistance through here? Thank goodness. Like I said, resistance is something that fear that is created by people, and then we get all fearful of it. Pay attention to price, the candlestick, the chart pattern, the trend. That's what does it. Walmart. Now, this is a chart that we're in, and you guys all know that I added to it yesterday down here. At the close of yesterday, up a bucket of money, a nice bucket of money, about a little over $3,000 worth. So, man, I've got some room now, all because I was not afraid to follow the trend. So follow the trend, Okay. Anyway, what time is it? We need to watch the time. Oh, we still have some time here. Here, we better go look at FNGU. FNGU. This is a chart that I follow a lot. The FANG stocks. No one talks about the FANG stocks anymore. They're kind of out of fashion. Now it's the, what is it, the Fabulous 7 or Fabulous 6 or something like that now. So a new buzzword in town. But FNGU, it still holds. It's still strong. It's still powerful. Where this chart goes, the entire stock market will go eventually. Now, let's say this was to maybe tank. There may be a couple of days where there's the rest of the market, like the SPY, the diamonds, even IWM, might be trying to be bullish, but they won't win. In the end, they're going to follow this chart. Just like when this chart is bullish, the diamonds might be stubborn. They might hang on to their bearish attitude. They absolutely might. But in the end, they will give in. They will go where this chart goes. So keep an eye on FNGU. This is where the power is. This is where the money is. This is what moves the market, the stocks in this group right here. Qs are working out nice. You can see how price action told us to be a little bit cautious, because there is something we don't know. Let me get rid of this line here. Here's something we don't know as a trader, okay? We don't know that we've got this gap up, kind of a shooting star candle. Then we get a bearish engulf. Oh my goodness, lions, tigers, and bears, right? Well, we don't know, is it going to continue down? Are we going to have the follow through? So what this does is it certainly warrants some caution. Maybe take some profits on some winning trades. Maybe even go to cash for some folks. There's nothing wrong with that. You can always get back in things. It does warrant caution. We are still in trend. So no matter what these candlesticks look like, this chart is still bullish. It just might warrant some caution. That's all. There's trend right there still working. Well, here we're coming back this morning. Now, we don't know. We don't know if we're going to break out of that top. So we're going to work with that candlestick. We're going to watch it. We're going to trade like normal. Everything will be normal. But we're going to keep an eye on this. For instance, is this candle going to climb higher? Let me get there we go. Is this candle going to climb higher? Well, at noon today, I'll tell you what it's doing at noon today. I can't tell you what it's going to be doing at noon today. Not now. But at noon, I'll tell you what it's doing. And if the candle holds strong into the close, maybe, well, we might put a positive spin on that, where we're going to see a breakout. Certainly might. And if it breaks out, we'll definitely put a positive spin on it. On the other hand, if it does something like this, let's see here. Let's make this red. If it does something like this, it comes up and we end up putting a wick up here. I might be exaggerating a little bit there. If it does something like that, well, you can bet that I'm going to put a negative spin on that. You see how the candlestick tells us what's going on? Now, we're still in trend, but I'm definitely going to put a cautionary spin on that. So it's really easy to follow the charts. Really easy. And we have days that are maybe like this. We do. But then we have days that are like this, or days like this, or days like this. But what happens, I know a lot of people, and I see it all over the place. There's always this talk and chatter, worry and concern about these days. These days are never talked about. Everybody is happy and there's no concerns. But oh my goodness, when this happens, everyone puckers up and world's coming to an end. You're still in trend. Let's not panic. Let's stay calm. All right, sorry, I got a little late here. Hey, good morning again, everybody. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. I better get off here. We'll see everybody in about 30 minutes down below, the bottom of the hour. And, Sonny, did the grandkids get any ice cream? They sure did. Last night. We took them to the movies. Yesterday afternoon. Picked them up, and then we came back and had pizza, chicken strips. Hey, we'll see everybody in about 30 minutes. You guys take care.